On this episode of Music Biz 101, we are going to discuss forgotten revenue streams for artists and record labels. The music industry has grown to be much more than a CD, vinyl, or digital download. New formats and streams are popping up, and some may have been around for a while that you may not be aware of. For this latest Music Biz, we're going to discuss revenue that you as an artist or record label may be leaving on the table without realizing it. YouTube. YouTube is one of the most popular websites and platforms in the world, with billions of videos and music. Anyone with a YouTube account in good standing and with the proper rights to material can monetize videos they upload on their channel. However, there is another important method for artists and record labels to earn revenue on YouTube, and that is through YouTube's Content ID service. Launched by YouTube in 2007, Content ID aims to represent copyright holders that make original music. Let's say that your song was used in one of those hilarious cat videos. If that video generated 1 million views and your song wasn't uploaded to their Content ID service, then you would have missed out on the potential to earn revenue. Symphonic works closely with YouTube to bring more revenue to artists and record labels. Using our delivery system, you can apply to be part of the YouTube Content ID service. If approved, your video would then be uploaded into the service. Once uploaded, YouTube's Content ID system will go to work and find any video that has any of your music in it. If there is a match, then that video becomes claimed by us and subsequently you, the artist or record label. One thing to remember about Content ID though is that the service is very specific to original content. We at Symphonic work very hard to determine that the music that we are uploading is in fact original and should be monetized because we do not want to harm any YouTube creators' videos or further infringe upon others' music unintentionally. So please make sure you are creating original music. Neighboring rights. If you are a record label or master rights owner and your master recordings are being publicly performed and broadcasted, then you're earning neighboring rights royalties. This is completely separate from the field of music publishing, in which songwriters and composers earn performance royalties from public broadcasts of their musical compositions. For this exclusive service, Symphonic works with its approved eligible top-tier labels to register their sound recordings and collect their neighboring rights royalties from neighboring rights collection societies in key territories. Neighboring rights refer to the right to publicly perform or broadcast a sound recording. In turn, the sound recording owners, record labels, and performing artists collect neighboring rights royalties whenever their sound recordings are publicly performed on satellite radio, such as SiriusXM, internet radio, such as Pandora, BBC, cable TV music channels, TV outside of the USA, terrestrial radio outside of the USA, and much more. We've made it super easy for you to collect neighboring rights royalties. Simply log onto your dashboard, click the neighboring rights icon to apply, and you are on your way to ensuring that your music is registered and earning additional revenue. Publishing. If your music is being publicly performed or even sold, then there are publishing royalties owed to you. This service is available to songwriters, and while publishing is one of the oldest forms of earning revenue in the music industry, it's important to include it on the list as many people don't understand or take it seriously. You may not earn revenue right away, but in order for you to receive royalties for your music being placed in movies and trailers and continuously being played on TV or radio, you need to ensure your music is registered with a publisher and/or a publishing administrator like Symphonic Distribution. Since Symphonic has access to the download, sales, and streaming data for its distribution clients, we have a system in which we compare that data with the royalties we'll receive from societies worldwide. For example, if we see a hefty rise in your Spotify streams in France, but no hefty rise in your performance or mechanical royalties from France's collection societies, we will flag it and contact that society with your royalty reports to gather what is owed to you. Simply put, publishing is a vital method of earning royalties and can be often forgotten, particularly for people just starting out in the music industry. Therefore, take it seriously and register your music on ASCAP or BMI and/or work with the publishing administrator like Symphonic to ensure that your music is properly registered and earning any and all possible income. Sync licensing. Now, this isn't an easy one for every single artist or record label because it really does revolve around networking to be able to have your music placed on TV shows, movies, trailers, and more. Symphonic's licensing services works in a way that you submit vital information and pitch your track to us for us to then pitch to music supervisors. All of that is available within our delivery system, Symphonic MS. There are a few things that you really should have before your music can even be considered for sync licensing. First, ensure that the music is original. It cannot contain any samples that are not cleared. Supervisors hate that and it can land you in serious trouble. Second, organize your catalog in a way that is easy for a music supervisor to potentially pick up. Licensing is a bit different where it is not only based off of the genre, but also moods, vibes, and feelings. Try and catalog your material with special tags so it's easy to find if opportunities come up, or if you happen to work with a supervisor or licensing agency. Third, try and team up with a company that can let you store your music in an easy-to-search method. By doing so, it will be easy for you to communicate with a supervisor when an opportunity arises. Fourth, sign up with a publisher or publishing administrator. This will ensure that you receive further royalties once your music is picked up for licensing. Lastly, regarding sync licensing, do some research on who these supervisors are. Search websites like IMDb, go to conferences, or even watch TV shows and wait for the credits. When you do find these individuals, write to them professionally and introduce yourself. Don't hound these people, as they will likely only come to you when an opportunity presents itself. But hopefully these tips can increase your chances of getting your song placed on TV shows, trailers, and more. We hope you've enjoyed this video, and with the music industry moving so quickly, we are sure that there will be some new revenue streams opening up in the future. Stay tuned to Symphonic via our blog, YouTube, and more in the event that a brand new revenue stream is integrated. I'm Angelina, and I'll see you next time.